Dynamax Zapdos has just debuted in Pokemon Go, and I have managed to duo it, although I don't have any gameplay. Again, like Dynamax Zapdos, it took me so many attempts to duo it with my brother, so I apologize for the lack of like actual active battle gameplay, but I do have live gameplay right now of me and my Pokemon Go account, because I wanted to show you guys everything I can give you in regards to what I did with my team, my tactics, and other alternatives that you could use, which I also have marked in my thing itself. Now, as you can see, I actually didn't end up catching it. Look, I ended up failing the catch because you only get 10 balls, and honestly, I'm so bad at catching it. My brother didn't catch it either. We're both apparently horrible at catching the bird, but let me show you the team that managed to win it for me. So, we started off with our DPS / heal. Ignore the name. The name is was for Articuno. So this is my tank. Metagross is my follow-up tank. So this is a Pokemon that you need to start with. So always start with your Metagross or with your Excadrill. I recommend using 2 Excadrill instead of 1 Metagross and 1 Excadrill like I have, but I only have 1 Excadrill that's actually decent, and I've actually already powered up. So using Excadrill, and as you can see, like, I haven't even fully powered up my Metagross. Like, I'm not really that bothered about the levels for my Dynamax Pokemon. But yeah, start off with your Metagross and start off with your Excadrill. Gather as much energy as you can, and then shield up. Those will become your tanks. So for the first round, shield up all 3 shields. Then you're going to need your DPS next round. While going back on my edit, I actually forgot to mention what moveset the Zapdos has. Now, you can have a potential of Drill Peck, Ancient Power, Thunderbolt, and also Zap Cannon. Now, my Zapdos ended up having Thunderbolt and Zap Cannon. Now, that was like an absolute nightmare for me. I really thought it would be really, really bad, but it actually ended up not being too bad. Now, you do expect to lose your first Dynamax Pokemon quite quickly, so lead up with the Pokemon that you value the least. So for me, it was my Metagross, and my brother, it was his least powered up Excadrill. So go ahead, try and beat it, and continue on with the video. Now, obviously, since it is a Zapdos, it is weak to 2 types only, which is Rock and Ice. We only have 2 types available to us right now, and unfortunately there are no rock type Dynamax Pokemon or Gigantamax, so I used my Gigantamax Lapras, or you could also use Gigantamax Toxtricity. Isn't as effective, but you could use it. You can also use Cryogonal and also Dynamax Articuno if you manage to beat one. There's also a link in the description on how to beat that, although it's not available in raids right now, so if you're in a future time zone you might be able to have a chance. So if you're in America you can have a chance at that, but I did want to put this in here. Gigantamax Gengar is actually the highest neutral DPS Pokemon for Gigantamax and Dynamax, just because it is an absolute monster. Let's look at it. I've almost fully maxed it out. I didn't end up using it, mind you, but it is just an absolute unit. If you don't have a Pokemon that's super effective against it, use your Gigantamax Gengar if you have one. If not, try and use an Articuno, a Cryogonal if you can, or just your strongest Dynamaxes for DPS. Just make sure it's either neutral or super effective. Now, as for my brother's team, I'll let you guys know what his one was. He had 2 Excadrills, which weren't very powered up at all, and he also had Dynamax Articuno, which he used as his main DPS. Now, none of them were fully powered up. None of the max moves were fully powered up. I actually traded him the Dynamax Articuno to help me beat it, rather selfishly, because I just wanted to win Zapdos again. So yes, I did manage to beat it. Unfortunately, as you can see, there was one right by my house, which is had 6 minutes left. But that didn't end up spawning until I walked all the way down the road to do a different Dynamax Articuno raid, which is like behind me. So I ended up just wasting my time, because that originally was a Squavit, but ignore that. So, can you duo it? Yes. Is it worth it? Not really, actually. It only outclasses the current Dynamax electric type, which is, as you can see, Toxtricity. So if you got Dynamax Toxtricity during Wild Area and you haven't powered one up yet, I recommend getting a Zapdos because it is better, but it is not better than Gigantamax Toxtricity, as you can see here. This one. I've got this Gigantamax Toxtricity. It is not better than Dynamax Toxtricity. It's not better than GMAX. So if you want a good electric type, but you've already got GMAX Toxtricity, don't really bother with Zapdos, but if you want the shiny, then go ahead, have a go. Honestly, I just recommend getting to a group of 4 if you can, but I just wanted to make this video for everyone that doesn't have the right amount of people like I do, because while I've only got me and my brother, I don't live in a massive city like a lot of major Pokemon Go YouTubers can. So I just want to make this video for you guys so you can have all the access you can to these fights if you want to do them. And subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.